Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Reese number DB594AF door bottom. This is a DB, a door bottom. DB594 is representative of the profile of this item. Actually, not exactly. This door bottom is a DB594_F. The F is important. The underscore is the finish, and there's going to be A for mill aluminum, which is this finish, C for a clear anodized aluminum, D for dark bronze anodized, then G for gold anodized. So if you change the A to one of those other letters, you'll get the different color. The F means fin. This is a finned insert. If you remove the F from the part number, you'll get the smooth insert. Fin is more common and likely advantageous for most installations where the additional surface area will be good at contending with maybe an irregularity somewhere in the sill or the threshold that you're dealing with. Maybe it's askew in a certain area, or maybe it's towed in or out, whereas a smooth seal against the sill, if you've got an installation where the forces acting on that smooth sill are not linear across the bottom of the width, it might kink a little bit, or the curvature might contort a little bit over the width of the door. If you've got a perfectly smooth finish, like maybe a stone sill that you're contending with, I'd probably just use a smooth seal at the bottom. But fin is very common and I think advantageous in that installation. I think at the end of the day that taking a millimeter and cutting it into 1,000 pieces doesn't really matter. So that logic may apply as well. As long as you get a certain positive seal at the bottom of the door, fin or no fin, as long as you achieve that, that's the point, regardless of it being water, thermal, keeping scorpions out, whatever you're trying to seal against, or all of the above. Whether you're in Chicago or Arizona, you are contending with probably different, or Phoenix, different reasons to seal your door. This is a U-shaped door bottom with unequal sides. I would generally place the side with the screws on the interior portion is what I would do. No hard and fast rule about that. I don't want to pierce my door on the outside to have the water hit the face of the door potentially, come down and then seep inside. I would look to put that on the inside, is what I would do. A smaller face on the exterior is advantageous because you might be contending with the installation of a kick plate, or maybe a door bottom, or maybe a kick down door holder. A smaller profile on the outside would be advantageous so that you don't find that you all of a sudden now are conflicting with another piece of hardware. That might be where you would use that. There's an image down below this video that shows the dimensional properties of this item. You can see that this is first and foremost for an 1 3/4 thick door. That they don't give a prep size of the face on the inside, but it would be about 5/8. 1 in 11/32 on the outside, so basically 1 3/8. Forgive me, closer to 1 1/4. Does that make sense? Kind of, yeah, 1 5/16. To the, forgive me, that's where the mistake's coming in. To the bottom of where the insert is coming into play is your 1 11/16. Dimensionally, you've got a 1/2 inch from where the door will reside to where the seal is going to make its mark. I would probably want my undercut to be somewhere between 7/16 and 9/16. And the reason I say that is because this item is going to include slotted holes so that you can adjust to accommodate what you're contending with, maybe a sill that's not level, or a door that's not plumb, or an undercut that's not ideal as well. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. The reasoning is if you had a 2'8" door, a 32-inch door, and you're going to take this 3-foot piece and cut it down, you're likely going to be right on at eliminating those holes for the screws. And speaking of screws, they are included in a complementary finish. Slotted holes are nice to account for the conditions just mentioned, but also if you've you're pre-drilling the hole for the screw, that drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit before it pierces in, regardless of it being steel or wood, fiberglass, aluminum, stainless, bronze. Certainly if you've not used a center punch. So that slotted hole is really nice to have to tailor that, because a door bottom that's not making any contact, it's like you don't have one. A door bottom that's making too much contact will cause premature end of life of the unit, will make the door not operate smoothly. If it's a fire-rated door and you have spring hinges, let's say, on your garage door, if the door's not latching, you technically don't have a fire-rated door as well. If you have need for a custom length is the point, order the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to send the material out at. You can receive this with a UL label on it. Just indicate that in the comment field if you like. We do have instances where that's appropriate. Building a addition onto a home where you're doing a fire-rated door between the garage and the house, not going to be an issue. As long as that door is fire-rated, the frame is compliant, the door is self-closing and self-latching. You're doing a 50-story mid-rise in Manhattan, where everything is inspected and required to be fire code compliant. Not only the door and the frame itself and the operation and function, but all of the constituent pieces must be fire rated as well. That's where you're going to indicate that. There's a link below this video to a document called Product Brochure, where you can review lots of U-shaped door bottoms from Reese. What are the common ones? Well, the 594 is very common, incredibly common, in fact. Its sister product, the 595, you may want to consider that in those installations where you have an exterior door in a home. That drip cap that's hanging off, that's projecting about 9/16 of an inch. People that have used drip cap equipped weather stripping, whether it be in a door bottom or added them at the bottom of the door or added them at the header above the door, they use it one time and they are sold on drip caps. I have had instances where water has mysteriously intruded onto the inside face of a masonry building, block, face brick, furring strips, insulation, studs and drywall on the inside. Have no idea how that wood floor is getting wet on the inside. Added drip caps at the header, problem solved. Problem solved. So consider drip caps when you can at all justify that. You've got the really long door bottom, the 600. That's nice if you've got some damage on the bottom of the door, or you've got a door with a really incorrect undercut and you need to add some distance or height to that door. You've got different inserts. Now, I mentioned earlier, in the absence of the F, you'll get the smooth version. Other inserts now. If you added the suffix U for urethane, meaning polyurethane, you will get a smooth insert that has outrageously high performance capabilities in the area of abrasion resistance, temperature resistance. Vinyl is what you use if there's no other option. Vinyl is what you use if you're looking for the least expensive possibility. Vinyl will fatigue with exposure to ultraviolet, extreme temperatures. Always upgrade from vinyl if you can. I would not personally buy anything Reese with vinyl, meaning Reese to me is a tier 1 high caliber manufacturer of quality weather stripping. It's like, what is it like? I guess it's like having a Lamborghini, but not the gull-wing doors. Why would you have it? All kidding aside, I would opt for the urethane because of its significantly improved capabilities. Okay, you can see the references to the different finishes. I'm a huge fan of their dark bronze anodized finish, a gorgeous dark bronze. Now, finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Reese products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Reese, their part number DB594AF, door bottom, or any other Reese product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.